Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I am going to swatch the new inks that I got at the Triangle Pen Show. Up at the top, I'll leave a card showing you um, the video that'll tell you the video that I reviewed or showed you what I got from the pen show. I think we're going to start. Let's start with the pilot. Um, I am going to swatch them, and then I will fill some of my pens with this and show you what it looks like with the pen. But the first thing we're going to do is swatch all the colors. And I'm going to use my Colorverse. It's kind of like the, oh, my brain just left me the minute I went to say it. But it just helps you spread the ink. That is such a pretty color. There you go. Righty. That is such a pretty color. Kakamori tip. It's kind of what it is. I was like, Wendy, why can you not think of that name? And as this dries, it is drying more like the color on the box. So that I'm really happy with. Now, I think I'm going to do all the wearing gall together. So we're going to do the Colorverse ink next. And this ink, I don't know that it has shimmer. I just think it might have a shading property. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. But this is called Walk the Dog, and it's number 77, and it's in the Joy in the Ordinary collection. Oh, that is really pretty. And this is Colorverse. Joy in the This is called Walk the Dog. Guys, I'm really liking this color. I wanted something that was a olivey green color. And as this is drying, the more it dries, the more it is hitting that olivey green. So I'm excited about this one. There we go. Now, which one to start with? I guess we'll just pick the first one here. Valley of Fear. Now this one does not have it does not look like it has shimmer. I know some of these do have shimmer. So I'm trying to make sure the ones that have shimmer are shaken up a little bit. Okay. My honest opinion at this time, and I'm going to wait for it to dry, is that it's just coming out as straight blue. Oh, I see it coming in now. As it dries, you start to see the red peeking through. So that's going to be interesting as that dries. I was kind of disappointed there for a minute because I was like, it's not really anything but blue. But it is definitely showing that in here. I will show you in just a second. Even before it dries, you'll be able to see how it is changing. Look right there. Yeah. So that's going to be a fun ink. Now, let's move that one over. The next one is called Path. And this one does have a shimmer. Okay. Hopefully that's got it all mixed up. Ooh, this one is really pretty. And these two, and you can really tell the difference in the colors here. I was really concerned when I kept looking at them, that they were going to be so similar in color, but they're not. I would say this one is not as olivey as this one, if that makes any sense. So I'm really liking that one. And once they dry, I will show you. I can lift it up and show you better what it looks like. This is the one that caught my attention. This is called George Orwell 1984. And as you can see, it does have a lot of glitter, shimmery stuff in there. It's not showing up yet, but I know it's going to change as it dries. It just was so pretty in the book. the swatch book. So I'm hoping it's going to perform just as well here. And as it dries, it will change, just like this one up here did. So there we go. And even just the ink color, it's so pretty. And then the last one I have is called A Little Princess. And again, this one's got a lot of shimmeries in there. Okay. They seal tight, which is a very big plus as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so we're going to let these kind of sit for a minute and dry. This one is more subtle, I feel like. But I did like this for the color, that light lavender. So either way, I'm going to be happy. It doesn't matter if it's more subtle than what I thought it was going to be. And that's the thing with inks, guys. I mean, you can look at them on swatches, and you can look at them, but they've set on the swatches, so they've settled down to what their color is going to be. So it's hard to look at something and say, "Oh yeah, that's what I want." Okay, so I think they've pretty much. Oh, this one, oh, I love that. Okay, so let's come up here. So this is such a pretty. I mean, it started out more blue, and now you can start to see the green in it. And then this one, I'm really liking the shading in this one. So you can see how it gets dark, and it kind of pulls out a little bit of shading right there. But guys, look at this one, the Valley of Fear. Look at that shimmer in there. Oh my, I love that. Love it. It's not shimmer, it's shading in there. It is just so pretty. And then this one, guys, I thought that this was pretty on the swatch they had. But look at that. I love this dark. To me, this is like an olive green going into more of a gold color. That is so pretty. And then the wearing gall, I'm sorry, the George Orwell. I'm going to see if I can get this so where you can see it. When it first went down, it looked to me more brown. It's hard to get this so you can see it. But it is definitely a red, a burgundy kind of red color. And then A Little Princess, you can see the light shimmer in there, almost opalescent looking, I think. There we go. So those are the colors that I have in there. Now, I have some pens that I'm going to ink. My first thought with the narwhal that I got the wrapper pulled in there, so it's going to be tough getting it out. There we go. I originally thought that I would put in the Colorverse, and I may still do that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try in here. I had thought I was going to put this one in there, but I think I'm not. I think I'm just going to use the walk the dog in that one. But I have some pens that I think I'm going to ink. I have them laying over here. I kind of think I might ink this one in here. And the George Orwell I might put in here. This one is probably going to go in here. Now, what are we going to do this one? Oh, we could do this one in there. And we've got one more color. And we'll do that one in here. These are all the pens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my narwhal. These are the pens that I showed you on a video, and I will link it up here. But these are the Jinhao 82s that kind of dupe the Sailor pens. So I'm going to ink those and try this ink in there and see what they actually look like in the pen. Okay guys, I'm back and I have loaded up pens, and let's see what they look like in the actual pen. So this is the Jinhao green demonstrator, I guess is what it's called. So let's see how this ink looks in here. Let's see. I'm just going to write I like it. I'm going to bring you down a little bit closer so you can see. There you go. And then I'll hold these up there for you. I'm just putting today is Sunday. So that is in the Pilot Irashizuku. And then this is my new pen. This is my Narwhal. And it has Walk the Dog. That is really pretty. And this writes really well. I like that pen. Now, I got a fine, and this reminds me of the Twisby. The fine really writes to me like a medium, but that's okay. I'm used to that in that kind of pen, so I'll be fine with that. The next one is going to be the Wearing Gold, the Valley of Fear. And again, this is the Jinhao that I purchased. And this one really writes smooth for the Jinhao. So that's pretty. And well, it's going to be interesting to see how much we see. This is going to be Path. Now, this one is a little bit scratchy, but not enough to turn me off, if that makes any sense. So that's in the Path. And this is the one I really want to see what it looks like. This is the 1984 George Orwell. And let's see how that turns out. And then the last one we're going to test is in this Jen How, and this is a little princess. This one has a little scratch to it, but not, again, not enough to turn me off. I mean, it just has a little bit of a scratch to it. Okay, so let's get these up here to see the colors. So this one is in a Jen How. That is really pretty. Then this is the Walk the Dog. I like how that turned out. Now this is what I wanted to see, is if that red shows up in this one. I think it depends on what angle you look at, and I'm not getting it. Maybe a little bit there. You do see some of that shading. I mean, yes. And then this one is called Path. I don't know if I misspoke earlier, but that one is just so pretty. You can really see the shading even in the writing here. You're getting a little bit of that and a little bit of the shimmering in there. This one is turning out really nice. Today is Sunday. Wendy, that's George Orwell. So you are getting a bit of, it is picking up a little bit of that shimmer. And to this one here is a little princess. And it's hard. There it goes. So there you can see a little bit of that shimmer. Let me keep it this way for these other ones. I don't know. It's kind of hard to film it for you to see it. But those are the colors of inks that I have, and that is what they're looking like. And I don't know if I showed you each individual now that it's dried. So this is the palette. This is Walk the Dog, but I love the shading here. Now this one is so stinking pretty to me. This is the Valley of Fear. And look at that. I love that. This one is Path. And I'm really liking all the shimmer in that. This is the George Orwell. I know you're only seeing that burgundy red, but it's got a lot of depth. There we go. To it. There we go. And then this is the little princess. And again, I think that has like an opalescent look to it. Alrighty, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave me some kind of fountain pen or ink down below. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.